So Justin is looking for a second date update. He's a big fan of the Jeff and Jenn Morning Show, so he's going to see if he can use second date update to his advantage. Good morning, Justin.
So good to talk to you.
Oh, he has it sounds like a slight British accent there.
Mm-hmm.
A slight, yes. Born and raised in London. I've been living here in the States for about 10, 15 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
That's hot.
Well, I know.
Thank you.
We have a thing. The girls in the room have a thing for accents. I don't know about the guys so much. Do you, Jeff?
Sure.
You do.
Yeah.
Mary Slaces, I think, was your favorite of all time.
Yes. So, Justin, let's talk about Lorna. You sent us an email kind of briefly outlining what had gone down. Let's start from the beginning with how you met Lorna and how that first date went.
Sure. I met this really nice girl. Went out with her twice. I really liked her. I thought there might be some potential for a romantic future there. I'm a bit disappointed that she hasn't returned any of my calls. We have spent some time together, so it's a bit surprising that I haven't heard anything back.
Okay, so you said you went out with her twice.
So it was like a third date
Right.
update, I guess.
Yeah. So what did you guys do?
First, we went on a long coffee date. A few days later, we had dinner. Both times, the conversation was good. There was chemistry there. She laughed a lot. I do like to take the time to tell a few jokes if I can. We had a lot in common. Similar family backgrounds, similar jobs, same taste in movies, music, that sort of thing. I know that sounds cliche, but it really is a big deal. Don't want to be with someone who wants to listen to classical music in the car and watch horror films on Saturday nights. It's just not my thing.
Right.
I don't really know what else to tell you. They were really great dates. We talked about getting together to watch the royal wedding, which I thought would be kind of fun thing for us to do, and it is coming up, so I don't know. I hope that we can get in touch with her, maybe.
Right. I may have missed this. Did you say how you met her?
I actually did not. We actually met each other through work.
Okay.
We were on a conference. We met in the lobby. It was very brief. I was checking in as she was, and we kind of bumped into each other and started a conversation, and things kind of spun from there.
Okay, so do you work for the same company or different companies?
Actually, no. Different companies, all under the same umbrella.
Gotcha. Same industry.
So this was right. So we never actually had worked together, but we work in the same industry.
Okay, gotcha. Let's go back to the date. The last time you saw her was at dinner, correct?
That's right.
Can you give us a sense of how that date ended?
We certainly discussed getting back together again. Like I said, we wanted to watch the royal wedding, or at least I suggested it. Towards the end of the date, I made sure to pay for everything.
So that's not it.
Yeah.
As I was walking her to her car, I mentioned the royal wedding. She said that would be a fantastic idea and that we would be in touch within the next few days.
I think that would be so much fun to watch the royal wedding with somebody who's knows a little bit about it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an inside track.
Yeah, it's Justin, our British correspondent.
Yeah.
Offering unique perspectives.
Oh, right on.
All right. Well, Justin, I'm sorry that you're left with this mystery, but we're going to try to help solve it. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll call Lorna and see what she thought of Justin and her coffee date and dinner date with him, and whether or not there's any chance they will get together. Watch the royal wedding. Coming up straight ahead. Second date update continues here at Cincinnati's Q102. All right, well, Justin met Lorna at a conference, at a work-related conference. They ended up going out twice. Once for a coffee date, which worked out well enough to warrant a dinner, where they discovered they have an awful lot in common. They have similar family backgrounds. They like a lot of the same music, same movies, that type of thing. And it's important to have some things in common. He was a gentleman, it sounds like, throughout. He paid for the date. They talked about possibly getting together again to watch the royal wedding. It just so happens, a side note here, Justin is originally from the UK. He's from London. Born and raised, Justin?
Yes.
And he has lived here in the States for what now? I think you said the past 10 or 11 years?
15, yeah, something like that.
What brought you here? Was it work?
Yes, it was work. I had just graduated from university and wanted a new opportunity and thought the States would be a fantastic idea.
You know, I should have asked you, did you make any attempts to contact her? Did you call? Did you send a text? How did you try to get a hold of her to get together?
I did. I wanted to be respectable and not overdo it. So I called her once and left a message, and a few days later, I sent another text, but did not hear anything back.
All right. And this is about how long ago?
This was maybe a few days ago. The text was a few days ago.
Okay. So we're really left with no other choice than we got to go ahead and call her. So unless you have anything else to add to the story here, Justin.
I'm ready. I don't think there's anything else that I can offer up.
Okay. We'll let the chips fall where they may.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Lorna, please?
This is Lorna. Who's this?
Lorna, it's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How you doing this morning?
I know you guys.
You do?
It's like a second date update thing or something, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yep.
It is a second date update.
Well, I've actually been out with a couple of guys lately, so who is it about?
This is about Justin.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Oh, my God. What a freaking fake.
What?
He's a total fake. And did you think I'd never find out? Or were you planning on telling me after date number 3 or 4 or 12 or what? Like, it just really sucks because I actually like you.
Hold on. I am so confused. First of all, I'm kind of having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah.
You're a little muffled and kind of broken up. Can you take it from the beginning? You kept calling him fake, and then he tried to pull one over on you. Can you explain what you're talking about?
Okay, so if you talk to him, I'm guessing he was talking to you with like an accent, right? Like an English accent.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's from London.
I saw him at Kroger. He was buying cheese, asking the friendly Kroger associate some questions about the cheddar, and miraculously, there was no English accent. Just a straight-up, old, boring, like all of us, just American accent. And, no joke. No joke. And, at first I thought, okay, like maybe he's got a twin brother or something, but no, it was him.
Did you talk to him? Did you say hello?
No, I was upset. Like, I just kind of watched from afar. I was like, really? And, I went home and I thought about it and I, looked at some things. I'm like, okay, no, that was him. Like, that was him.
Wow.
I didn't fake anything. I have an English accent. I was born and raised in London. Sometimes I do pull it back a bit if I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, but it is the natural way I talk. I understand that it's a bit confusing, but this is actually me.
Can you say something in an American accent? We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, maybe something like, please tell me about that Vermont cheddar.
Oh, boy. Tell me about the Vermont cheddar.
That's funny.
That is awesome.
It's something that I do to try to, take away a little from the accent so that people don't feel alienated. Or
mean, like you're trying to blend in better.
Trying to blend. Or do you get a lot of reaction? Because, certainly when Fritch and I first heard your voice, we were like, ooh.
Immediately. For
yeah.
sure.
So, do you get a lot of that? Does it get old of people saying, ooh, that's an accent. Where are you from? How long have you lived here?
Oh, well, certainly. I hear it all the time as soon as I speak. But the thing is, whenever I talk, a lot of times people think that I'm Australian.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm sorry. I just don't buy any of this. Like, you know how he just talked to you about whatever, the Vermont cheddar, and acted like it was so difficult and it sounded kind of awkward? That is not how he sounded at the store. He sounded totally normal, like just a regular
Straight out of Coleraine.
Yes, like, I don't know. This is ridiculous. I think, like, Justin, I'm sorry. I think you were faking this because you knew how hot I thought it was. So
I was just going to ask, like, why would the guy lie? Why would he make all this up?
And why
you're
would he
saying,
continue to talk in an accent? Like,
I had a buddy named Josh I grew up with, and he used to go to parties and pretend he was from England all the time
but
to
it's
score
gotta be a
girls.
lot of work, man.
It worked all the time until he met someone from England, and then he was busted because she was like, "Where
Where are you
grow
from?
up?" Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Who's the guy that plays House, or that used to play House when that
Hugh
show was
Laurie?
on? Yeah, Hugh Laurie. When that show.
Laurie.
Okay, so
Laurie.
Hugh Laurie, I didn't know this. I had only seen a few episodes of the show, and Hugh Laurie was booked as a guest on our show. We introduce him. He's on the telephone, of course, and we introduce him. And he starts talking in this weird accent. I'm like, I didn't know the dude was British.
Right.
It was just the weirdest thing.
There are so many British people and actors who
That are so good at-
I mean, you would never know.
Well,
right?
yeah, like what Jeff and I both watched Nashville, which is a show
Oh, right.
about country music singers with twangy accents and twangy, like even when they spoke their lines on the show, it was all like twangy, kind of Southern, whatever. And I think 3 of the 4 main characters were from Australia or New Zealand or something like that.
Yeah, who was the blonde
The blonde
chick
that played Charlotte, and then the one that played her like love interest / partner. That guy was from Australia.
That was so bizarre. So, Justin, you're telling us that you really are from Great Britain. You really were born and raised in London.
Born and raised, yes.
You're sticking to your story.
I'm sorry, Justin, your family moved here when you were 4. That's not exactly England born and bred. It's such a joke.
Well, wait, how do you?
I do have some family that did move over when I was 4, and I did spend some time with them, but I've been back and forth between London and here. So, born and raised,
I like it.
can't
Even if
say
it's
it
a
any
fake,
different.
let's do it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Lorna, Jen and Fritz really don't care.
I don't care.
You're
Talk that
so
way
if it's
forever.
fake, right? You're so good at it, it'll pass.
They're ready to get takeout with you.
That's right. I'll watch that wedding with you, buddy.
So, Lorna, does this mean you're definitely out then?
No, I'm out.
Not willing to give Justin the benefit of the doubt.
What a
No,
bummer.
Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. I saw through the whole thing. I'm done.
Okay, well,
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
all right.
Justin.
That's incredibly disappointing.
Has this ever happened to you before, Justin?
Well, you go through breakups and you go through misconnections all the time.
Right, but nobody's has anyone ever accused you of faking your native British accent?
Your native tongue.
That is certainly a first for me.
Wow. All right, well, I don't know. If he is faking it, it sounds pretty good to me.
I know. I like it.
I have a feeling you'll do just fine, Justin.
Literally dreadful.
See, that I'm not buying.
Whatever.
But I tell you what, when Fritz speaks French,
Yeah,
when
oui,
this
oui.
Kentucky girl over here starts speaking French,
Parler en français. Justin, tu parles français?
I do not speak French, no.
no,
But
okay.
I thought that was very good.
Speak French with an English accent. Go.
I don't know how to do that. I already do.
All right, guys. Well, I'm
All
sorry
right.
we didn't
Yeah,
get a
that's a
match
bummer.
here, but Lorna, we appreciate you taking the call, and Justin, something tells me you're gonna do just fine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, good luck. Take it easy.
But I always wonder about when people move here when they're really young and they still have an accent years later with like their native tongue. I always wonder like how long it takes some people to get rid of the accent and some people still have it.
Melania Trump.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, just
and-
like in general, like I know a woman that lives here. Her name is Joy and she's Asian. I can't remember where she's from, but she still has a pretty thick accent and she's been here for a while.
I almost think you got to work a little bit to keep it. I mean, I think you have
Yeah.
to be attached to it. But then I know friends too. I had a girl that I grew up with, and I mean, where I grew up, there's a little bit of a twang, but not a ton. And she moved to Oklahoma, and within 6 months of living in Oklahoma, I mean, her accent was so thick it didn't even sound like the same person.
I wouldn't be able to handle that.
But you don't have an accent, and you used to have one.
I've been away for so long. And even if I try to bring it back, if I consciously try to do it,
You
sounds
think about
forced.
it?
And no, it sounds forced and fake. It would have to be something that slips out that's completely natural that I'm not even thinking about.
Like the
When
other
you
day,
get home, though?
the other day when Jeff was like, "Oh man, I'm wicked late for a break."
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that came out of nowhere.
No
Yeah,
one says
see?
wicked around here.
So here's my question for French. So you speak French. You took how many years of French?
So I started in the 4th grade. I mean, just a lot. And I went all the way through college.
Can you speak English with a convincing French accent? Could you go to a party and convince a guy
God, probably
that you're actually
not.
from France?
I'd have to really think about it. Hello, Jeff. Maybe go to the party later. I don't know. We go to party. Can't probably not.
See, I could identify that you're not from here. I just don't know that I
Yes.
would know that that you were from France.
Bonjour, Jeff.
It would definitely be foreign, but might not be able to place it.
Right.
I always
How about
play
just
this.
a generic foreign accent?
Yeah.
So we always go like out of the country, and then when I play like barista on our coffee talks, I always go, "Hola, señor team. What coffee you like today for your coffee? What would you like in your coffee?"
Yeah.
Because when you go to like all inclusive resorts, I always go, "Hola, Mr. Team. We went to coffee today," and that's how they speak to you. So I always try to pretend like I have that accent.
Yeah, I'm struggling to place that one.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dominican.
It's called
slash-
It's kind of with a little Asian tossed
Mexican.
in.
All inclusive. That's the language of all
All-inclusive
inclusive.
language.
You include them all.
Yeah, I love accents though.
Very similar to the cruise ship accent.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna invent my own accent.
you totally can.
Watch the movie Wonder Woman. You'll get some ideas.
Really?
I don't know why it bugs me. And maybe it isn't even a fake accent, but it was an accent unlike anything I'd have ever heard before.
Gal Gadot?
So it did. Well, it's not just Gal Gadot. It's your girl, too, from House of Cards.
Oh, Robin Wright Penn?
Robin Wright.
Oh,
Yes.
Robin
she
Wright.
is in, I don't know if you knew that. She's in Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
She is Wonder Woman's aunt. And so all of these women have that accent. And it's
It's not
weird.
tied to any known nation.
Not that I am aware of. No.
A fake accent from a fictional nation.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I grew up in Detroit, worked in Canada, lived in Arkansas,
You know?
and have been in Cincinnati for 10 years. So it's a mishmash of weirdness.
You probably have certain words that you say weird.
Well, I have to purposely say, okay, so in Michigan, you say kitty corner. Well, here we say catty corner. So if I say kitty corner here, people look at me like I am a
Like
freak.
you're putting your kid in timeout.
Why did you say kitty corner? Well, that doesn't, what the hell does catty corner mean? It's the same stupid word with a different letter in it. So I have to think, make sure I say it right way so people don't
Correctly,
think
yeah.
I'm weird.
Yeah, I grew up to kitty corner as well. That would not be weird to me.
You say pop or soda?
Pop. What the hell is soda? You bake with
checking.
soda.
We say Coke, even if it's a Pepsi.
What kind of Coke you want?
Tonic. Would you like some tonic? Tonic water? No, it's actually root beer.
So interesting to analyze all that stuff. If you need help with a second date update, you can give us a call anytime or shoot us an email. It's the best way to get a hold of us. Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. We're going to look at traffic right now and minutes away from the 1K letter of the day. Hang tight for that. Your chance to win $1,000. Tori's got the latest on your commute, though. What's up?
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.
Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie still has the same top pros and reviews you've counted on for more than 20 years. Only now, you'll also get access to all the tools you need to make your home a happy place. Inside, outside, big or small, Angie helps you find the right solution for whatever you need done, all from your phone. It's simple to find upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. You can even search pricing guides to see what others paid for similar jobs and easily compare quotes from top local pros to make sure you're getting a fair price. From lawn care to repairing the AC to the project of your dreams, Angie has your home projects handled from start to finish. Plus, when you book and pay through Angie, they'll cover your project up to the full purchase price plus limited damage protection with their happiness guarantee. Make your home an Angie home. Check out Angie.com today. And for more on the happiness guarantee, go to Angie.com /happiness-guarantee.htm.
Having football down to a science starts with having sleep down to a science, because the better you sleep, the better you show up on game day. That's why NFL players rely on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. It senses their movement and automatically adjusts to keep them effortlessly comfortable. And it tracks vital sleep metrics like average heart rate and average breath rate, so they know exactly how well they slept. It tackles the science. All they have to do is sleep. Don't miss our Labor Day weekend special. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Labor Day. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL.